Ryan Garcia might be one of the biggest cheaters in combat sports right now, and he has had quite the 2024 so far, from publicity stunt to publicity stunt to publicity stunt, to winning one of the biggest fights of the year, to now popping up with a banned substance in his system. What do we know about the situation so far? Did Ryan Garcia even do this on purpose? Was this an accident? Was something tainted? Will he actually now lose the fight to Devin Haney? There is so much on the line and so much questioning right now. There's so much stuff still up in the air, but we have a lot of information, and I'm here to break it down for you guys. But first, I want to remind you guys to subscribe, like, comment, and share, guys. We're almost at 13K, guys. If you guys could help me out with that goal, I'd very much appreciate it. If you guys hit the notification bell, it helps the channel tremendously. It lets the algorithm know that you like the video and suggest the video to other people that also like combat sports, so it helps me out and it'll help you guys out. And guys, where have I been? I have been sick, guys, as you guys know. If you guys follow the Discord server in the link in the description or the community page, I'm going to talk about that near the end of the video and talk about UFC 301 for a brief minute or so. My first video officially being a 21-year-old, and thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. Thank you guys for all the get well messages. I so appreciate you guys. But without further ado, let's just get into the topic of the video, which is Ryan Garcia. Now, back in April 20th, we know Ryan Garcia fought Devin Haney in a very big, much anticipated boxing match, and people like me had said Ryan Garcia stood no chance, but Ryan Garcia went in there and beat Devin Haney pretty clearly, knocking him down a bunch of times in that fight. And yeah, Ryan Garcia seemed to be the better man at that night. Now, the day before, he did miss weight by 3 pounds, which I want to talk about in this video. I talked about it at the time. I'm going to talk about it once again in this video because it does have a little bit to do with the situation. But what we didn't know at the time was behind the scenes that apparently Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney were both tested the day before the fight, April 19th and April 20th. Now, about 2 weeks or so have passed since the fight, right? And there wasn't so much talk about it, but it is revealed that apparently Ryan Garcia did pop up positive for a banned substance, which is Ostarine. It helps build muscle. It's not yet approved. Like, this isn't like a drug you can get at like a pharmacy or something like that, obviously. This certain drug was made for people, you know, that do have sicknesses like breast cancer, right? That are losing weight, that need to keep up muscle. That is what it's for, right? So it's to help, you know, people that are maybe, for example, in boxing, right? You might be someone that, you know, is trying to lose some weight, trying to get to that certain weight without losing that muscle, while trying to gain that muscle, so you're only trying to lose that fat. I'm not trying to say I'm an expert. Like I said, Sean O'Malley did test positive for this. If you guys recall, that is why he did not fight Cheeto Vera the first time they were scheduled. Now, this set the internet ablaze, right? Is this just allegation? Is this true? No, it does seem like it's true because Ryan Garcia is addressing this right now, and Ryan Garcia has come out and said that this is because he took a supplement known as ashwagandha. Now, this is just a regular supplement you can get at a store, right? You can go to the store right now and get something like this, and what it does, it's meant to reduce stress, right? Now, obviously, Ryan Garcia probably was stressed during the fight. Some people use this to help them sleep at night when they're having too much stress, and yeah, it makes sense Ryan Garcia would use this because he did have a fight coming out with Devin Haney, and you would assume that, yes, you're probably stressed. I mean, you saw the videos of him in the locker room. The guy did look pretty stressed. He is crazy, but he's not that crazy not to be stressed. Now, he claims it's from that. However, the company did claim that apparently that they do not have Ostarine in those supplements, and take that as you will, guys, because apparently this did not come from that. And Ryan Garcia has been trolling about this, posting, you know, thank God that he took those supplements because that's apparently what got him the win against Devin Haney, obviously just poking fun at the situation, and also tweeting things like, oh my God, I need steroids, basically making a joke out of this. And look, he doesn't have to be super serious about the situation, especially if he truly is innocent. Like, we'll find out, you know, time will tell once we get the blood results. But I want to talk about how this is kind of really just bad for combat sports, and this is just a bad precedent, and especially some of the people that are talking about this situation that clearly know nothing about combat sports, that clearly just tuned into this big fight and are fans of Ryan Garcia, that know nothing really about combat sports or how, you know, PEDs even work. Here's the truth. Let's just focus on what's true. No matter what, Ryan Garcia had a banned substance in his system, right? And that should be addressed. Now, I don't know. Did Ryan Garcia go out there and take it on purpose? I don't know. Was it an accident? Did someone taint his stuff? We won't know that, at least for now. When the blood results come out, we could probably take a better guess. However, we don't know anything at the time. It is still too early to tell, and we will soon find out, and we will talk about it once the results come out. They might never even come out for all we know. But I will say that Ostarine is a pretty highly tested thing. Like, this is something that, you know, is pretty known in the combat sports world. So I will say it is pretty weird that Ryan Garcia would take this, knowing it is tested so regularly. Like, you would think you would try to take more of a low-key substance. So I will say that kind of goes for Ryan Garcia, and I don't want to assume, hey, did he do this on purpose? Did he not? It doesn't really matter if he did or did not do it on purpose. I mean, it does matter if he did it on purpose, and that is something else we would have to address. But right now, there's no way of telling, so I don't want to really talk about or speculate too much on that. However, I will say that sometimes people that do take PEDs or things like that, they usually do sometimes have a little bit of a backup plan, but they will have a supplement that does have that certain drug in it. Let's just say that I'm going into a fight and I am taking a banned substance, right? I might look for a supplement with that banned substance and keep it in my back pocket, and then if I do get caught by accident, then I could always point and say, hey guys, no, I was just taking this, it was an accident, everything is totally normal, so I could keep legitimacy and everybody can still see me as a good guy. So I will say, you know, only time will tell. There's two sides. I honestly don't know. If you ask me, guys, I genuinely don't know. I'm not even just trying to be, you know, neutral here. I genuinely have no clue, and it doesn't matter because here's my stance, guys. No matter what, no matter how way you want to slice it, Ryan Garcia was on PEDs. He was on something. He was on a banned substance. We won't know if it was enough to change the result because we don't have the blood test, but regardless, he cheated, right? And first of all, missing weight already was cheating. I mean, Ryan Garcia literally admitted to not cutting weight because he wanted an advantage. And from there, I think Devin Haney shouldn't have continued with the fight. He continued with the fight, which I know is his own fault. And so that's why I'm saying, look, Ryan Garcia did suffer the consequences of the weight miss, so you can't really complain so much. But to act like that automatically makes the fight fair would just be a lie. Because while, yes, 3 pounds doesn't make a difference in weight, we are talking about a situation where Devin Haney drained himself, where he depleted himself. Making weight does affect your chin. It affects your cardio. So it makes a huge difference depleting yourself that low, where Ryan Garcia did not have to. It also makes the rehydration process a lot easier. We saw Stephen Thompson actually pull out of a fight last year against Michel Pereira, where Michel Pereira missed weight by the same exact amount, 3 pounds. And Stephen Thompson is saying the same thing that I'm saying, and he's a legit fighter. So if you're not going to take it from me, some kid on the internet, take it from an actual fighter that does this. Stephen Thompson is like, look, I depleted myself. I'm going to be at a disadvantage in this fight. I'm not doing this. This is not a good precedent, and I kind of respect that. And that is especially what really did change my mind, especially on the whole weight miss situation. At the end of the day, this guy didn't even just miss weight. He took a banned substance, and like I said, this might not make a difference. Who knows? Maybe it's going to be a very small amount, but it makes a difference. Ostarine doesn't just show up in your system. We don't have Ostarine just in our bodies. You have to get it in you somehow or some way. So there's no doubt about it. He must have taken something with Ostarine. We just don't know what. It could be something genuinely honest. It could be a genuine mistake. He could have been tainted. We'll find that out later. I already talked about that. But regardless, we have to stop acting like that this fight now is 100% or to make excuses for Ryan. But regardless, even if he did do something stupid and took something small, it's his responsibility as well as Devin Haney's to both follow the rules that they have agreed to, because that's what cheating is. You guys are not following the same rules. So to give Ryan Garcia excuses and to try to say, oh, Ryan Garcia didn't do anything, and to try to just blindly defend the guy, you're being an idiot and you're not thinking about combat sports, because this goes beyond this fight. Look, guys, I could say to you guys, fine, you know what? Let's let Ryan Garcia slide. It was just a mistake, blah, 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 whatever. But that's not what's important here. This sets a terrible precedent for combat sports. And what do I mean by this? Well, let's just say that I'm going into a fight. What's to stop me from cheating? I look at Ryan Garcia and say, well, you know what? Look at Ryan Garcia. What's to stop me from cheating then? What's the consequence from cheating? I could just say, hey guys, like I took a supplement by accident too, and just go cheat. Guys, it's dangerous to do. You can't do this. This is why there has to be consequences. Ryan Garcia must suffer consequences. And in my opinion, if this is true, regardless if it was an accident or not, this has to be changed to a no contest. It does suck. I did like the fight. I was rooting for Ryan going into the fight, guys. Don't think I'm just a Ryan hater. I was rooting for Ryan Garcia, but as a fan of combat sports more, I have to say, this is totally cheating, right? If he tested positive, he tested positive, and that's that. The last thing I want to address is Devin Haney, dude, guys. Stop hating on Devin Haney. Devin Haney, first of all, this guy is a savage, guys. Listen, guys, first of all, he told Ryan Garcia, look, you can go fight me. Ryan Garcia did not deserve a title shot whatsoever. He took a shot against a big, powerful puncher that had a puncher's chance, a dangerous fighter, and went out there and fought the guy. Yes, I know for money. I know it wasn't all 100% for Ryan's benefit, but did risk it. And Ryan Garcia missed weight, and like I said, I think a lot of other fighters could have been like, hey, yeah, I'm not gonna fight Ryan Garcia, or even demanded more money, or made a whole bunch of problems. But Devin Haney said, you know what, fine, I'll just take the 1.5 million, and I'll fight the guy anyway. He went out there and fought him, and now it turns out that this guy is on some PEDs. And not only that, Devin Haney fought his way through the whole fight. You gotta respect Devin Haney a lot, guys, and stop hating on the guy. And for Devin Haney claiming that he doesn't even want to rematch Ryan Garcia, I mean, this is just ridiculous now. Like, come on, Devin Haney. You were given an opportunity of a lifetime. Like, first of all, that this loss is now erased from your record, most likely, which is what's probably going to happen. And now you're back to being undefeated, getting a now rematch with Ryan Garcia with an excuse about the first fight now built in. You're not going to go out there and try to fix your mistakes. Like, I do think that Devin Haney can win a rematch. I don't think that Ryan Garcia showed that he was levels above Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney won a lot of rounds. I think if Devin Haney just fixes up a lot of the defense and understands, yeah, that left hook was a lot better than I thought, does that mean I'm picking Devin Haney? I'm not saying that's necessarily true, but I don't think that it's necessarily impossible for Devin Haney to win. But I think Devin Haney, he could just be talking shit right now. I do think he'll probably wind up rematching Ryan Garcia, but we also have to see how long Ryan Garcia is going to be banned for. I don't know. It usually is like 6 months to a year for a first offense, so we're going to have to find out. But that's my whole thoughts on the situation. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, guys. I want to spend just a minute or so talking about UFC 301 that happened yesterday, or 2 days ago, rather. Yeah, UFC 301, not a lot of excitement for this fight. It was a good time to get sick because, yeah, it didn't seem like too many people were missing my UFC 301 videos because, let's just say, nobody was really talking about this card. And I want to talk about the main and co-main event real quick. I mean, the co-main event between Jose Aldo and Jonathan Martinez. I did pick Jose Aldo, and I did think, man, am I just crazy? Like, do I really think that he's gonna win? I mean, he took so much time off. I was worried with the boxing and all that. However, Jose Aldo, I thought looked better than he even did in the Merab fight. I mean, I know he lost the Merab fight, and Merab's a lot better of a fighter, but he looked very good. I mean, the guy's boxing. I know he was working on it, so I shouldn't be that surprised, but the guy looked so good. His striking was good. Even got a takedown in the 3rd round. Dominated Jonathan Martinez. Outschooled him. Was just clearly the veteran to a new school guy. And Jose Aldo, I don't know what's next for the guy. I don't know if he's going to stay in the UFC or not. My guess is he probably won't, right? Like, I would assume he probably wants to do some sort of boxing. Maybe they negotiate and say, hey, you could fight Corey Sandhagen for a #1 contenders fight. That would be a really good, interesting fight, too. And maybe a good opportunity opportunity for Jose Aldo to say, you know what, maybe I will stay here. That's a good power play they could do, and I don't know, man. Now I'm convincing myself maybe Jose Aldo will stay in the UFC. And for the main event against Alejandro Pantoja and Steve Erceg, it was a close fight. It could have gone either way. I wasn't sure who was going to win when we got to the scorecards, but I did score for Alejandro Pantoja. The third round was really close with that cut. However, the control time, I don't know, it was very close. Honestly, I gotta rewatch the fight too. I have a very controversial opinion on these types of fights, and I've said this before, and I've gotten flamed a little bit. At the end of the day, if it goes to judge's scorecard, you kind of have to accept the result, right? There are a few exceptions to this rule where, yeah, I understand. If you're like clearly winning and it's a robbery, that is ridiculous, but I rarely call things a robbery because at the end of the day, human error is going to happen in combat sports, especially when you're going to judge's scorecard, so you have to accept it, and that's why you should go out there and try to get a finish. I understand sometimes you're not going to get finishes, and in certain cases where you're clearly winning, like, yeah, you shouldn't be losing the fight. Some cases are just ridiculous, and yeah, in those cases, I'll speak out. But in this case, neither guy got a finish, so in this case, you know, it was a close fight. Both guys should have knew that in the 5th round and tried to get a finish. It didn't really seem like any guy was necessarily super trying to get a finish. Even Steve Erceg went for a takedown in that 5th round. Both guys, I think, should have been okay with the result. It was a close fight, and I think Steve Erceg is probably okay with the result. Sucks for him. It was a big opportunity, and I was rooting for him, but that is UFC 301, guys. Make sure you guys click the video on the screen right now. That was a video of me doing a tier list about some of the worst excuses in combat sports, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about the Ryan Garcia situation and UFC 301. You guys are the best fan base in MMA and boxing. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.